Hi, this is Apocalypse Keys coming back from our little 2-month break, and we all look like that gif of that bear that's coming out of hibernation. And I think we also all feel a bit like that. Having forgotten most of that, we had a character creation session last week already for our new player and character for Delphine playing Sam the Fallen. And with us today is the full crew. That is Virtus playing the Surge, Rhydian playing the Found. No, T's playing Virtus the Surge, Xena playing Rhydian the Found, and Nina playing Electro the Betrayed. And we are technically speaking in. Let me find my note-taking app. Here, we're technically speaking in session 22. I mean, technically speaking, we're session 23, but we didn't record 22. And we're basically starting anew in the middle of our run, which is exciting for everybody. We have already done some advancement stuff of Mike, which was basically just Alecto picking a new power of darkness, as well as Virtus doing the same thing. Mental control Virtus. Interesting.
Everyone's stepping on my toes here.
And I just re-listened to the summaries of all our games in the past few days, and I'm so stunned, and I don't know why I'm stunned, because I witnessed all of it in all its glory. Just how cruel and awful Rhydian is. That is a really believable move to darkness that you're doing here, and you're almost done with your playbook anyway. So, hey,
they are not trying to be.
Last time we played, we had this little short adventure that went on for 2 sessions, where we gathered in a deserted base in the Arctic, Division Base 001, namely, and the group went down. Maybe I will just read you the short summaries, not the long ones, because they are very long, but 2 short ones is maybe something we can do, and then we are all on speed on what happened. So, session 20. Disturbing pop songs that we played on January 24th. The party responded to an urgent distress call from Angel Gorimel, Electo's former division partner, who summoned them to the abandoned Division Base 001 in the Arctic. After traveling through a portal disguised as a vending machine, activated by drinking disgusting pickle soda that shrank them, they arrived to find the massive facility torn open and Gorimel waiting in the snow. Gorimel explained that the base had once housed the Ascension Project, which grafted Omen Class Monster powers onto lesser monsters, with Mr. Nock as their most successful subject. After Mr. Nock and his handler Vex, a retired Omen Class Monster and child of the Kraken, went missing following a fight, the abandoned base personnel had been corrupted by a mysterious door deep beneath the complex, transforming them into twisted howlers. As the party descended into the facility, Rhydian experienced a vivid dream of an idealized past with the deceased Lady Baptiste that had never truly existed, while a keening wail echoed through the corridors. Virtus bolted toward the sound and discovered the grotesque remains of Sister Benedict, the first handler from his early division days, now transformed into a howler and posed in a sacred position. The discovery shattered Virtus' composure, and he confessed his deepest fear to Rhydian and Electo that he could easily harm those closest to him, potentially burning away Rhydian's memories again and destroying what remained of them. Rhydian responded by admitting that recovering their memories might actually be worse than forgetting, and that perhaps Virtus wiping their memory had helped them survive, though this triggered a painful recollection of how they had once manipulated their Fey devotee Petal into a puppet. While examining Sister Benedict's body, Electo discovered an old Sony Walkman embedded in the corpse's flesh that played the captured song of the Kraken, Vex's parent, creating a direct connection to the missing handler. As the terrible sound played, Sister Benedict's eyes snapped open and a flood of howlers descended from every direction, burying Gorimel beneath their numbers as the corrupted creatures swarmed the party. And then the last session we played session 21, Revelations on January 31st, was the party descended into Division Base 001's dark tunnels, where they confronted corrupted howlers, including one grafted with Electo's own hellfire essence. After Electo incinerated half the creatures, Virtus channeled divine fury through Sister Benedict's remains to free the howlers from their tormented existence, releasing them to cosmic dust. Ancient writings on the cave walls revealed disturbing truths. Virtue's patron deity Plutericles had existed for millennia. Rhydian's true name was written in fake glyphs as chaos is inevitable and you are its agent. And Electo saw warnings of past experiments. A shadow named Michael appeared searching for a girl named Bella and was drawn deeper by the Kraken song emanating from within the base. Rhydian Dream walked into the facility's traumatic memories and discovered Division's darkest secrets. They had experimented on all Omen Class monsters to find kill switches, with Electo as the last subject before the base's destruction. The revelation shattered the party's trust when Rhydian confronted Virtus, learning he had repeatedly wiped their memories while working for Division, until the experiments on Electo finally made him refuse orders, resulting in his banishment to Albuquerque. Electo bound Virtus' soul to their own in a pact of mutually assured destruction, cleansing his guilt while ensuring neither could betray the other again. Deeper in the complex, the party uncovered their true natures. Electo had been deliberately stationed in Manila to prevent them from sensing global corruption that would trigger apocalyptic judgment. Rhydian was actually Epialos, the ancient god of nightmares who could manifest dreams into reality, and Virtus found evidence of his original commitment to Plutericles. When they reached the Door of Power, a primordial singularity where reality itself bled, Michael fused with Bella to reform Mr. Nock, threatening to infuse the entire world with nightmares that would prevent sleep and destroy humanity's sanity. Understanding the required sacrifice, Virtus restored all of Rhydian's memories, shattering their stability but unlocking their true cosmic form as Epialos. Rhydian wielded their godly powers to trap Mr. Nock in an eternal nightmare where Michael and Bella remained forever separated, a darkened version of their original bond, binding the Harbinger to sleep and preventing the door from opening. The party succeeded in averting catastrophe, but Rhydian's breaking point and restored memories promised profound consequences for the challenges ahead. So far for the recap, and now I suggest we go to the start of scene moves.
I have absolutely no memory of most of this.
Good thing I read it again then. But before we do the start of scene moves, actually, let's do the impulse first. Everybody has this impulse field that is somewhere around cell L9 for most of you. Actually for all of you. Same on every sheet. Nice. And I would ask every one of you to pick one of these impulses as the thing that you try to do until the end of today's session. And if you manage to do that until the end of today's session, you can mark an XP or a ruin. And I will start with the more experienced players. Just going from the left. Virtuous, what is your impulse today?
Did you destroy something precious and beautiful?
Okay. Rhydian, what is your impulse today?
Did you act in a way that contradicts what you know of your past self? That's going to be interesting.
Curious about that one. Let's go from left to right in the character keeper. Sam, what is your impulse today?
Did you bless the weak with the immeasurable glory of your presence?
Very nice. Okay, then let's put a check mark next to it so we remember which one it was. And Alecto, what is your impulse today?
For me, it's did you hurt the innocent in your quest for vengeance?
Okay, also always is a solid pick. Then, sorry, I need a little 2-minute break because I just remembered to take a medication that I don't want to forget taking again. So while I remember it, I'll just quickly take it.
Great reminder.
2 minutes.
Nina?
Yeah.
Do you remember what the promise Virtus made to Electo was?
I may have written something down.
Yeah, can't. I think it was simply that, like, I've essentially got your back, right?
Yeah, I think it was. It was on one hand mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it was. Yeah, we'll. Wait, I think I have a note. Yeah, I absolved you of all betrayal. I think that's what I wrote down. and our souls are banded together. But if you betray me again,
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Um,
We were just trying to remember what Electo and Virtus promised to each other. It seems like
um,
it's
Go on.
if
sorry, go ahead. Your
if
memory is more important than mine.
if either of us betray each other again, then our connection will break,
Hmm.
possibly irreparably. So
And also you will know when the other betrays.
yes,
Like if there is a sense of I'm betraying my friends here, the other person will know
we will
immediately.
just be able to sense it. So
Mm.
we're on thin ice.
Okay, so we have our impulses. Then let's go on with our starting moves. And as always, we go from the easy to the difficult. Virtuous, who is your special little friend today? Who is your heart?
Uh, Actually, no, it makes more sense that it's Electo, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm supposed to say why I hope they will save me from what darkness demands. And I guess that this new bind that we have together, I'm hoping it's something that will help keep me in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And just because it's good to remember what the darkness demands now and then, it demands to destroy everything around me for the slightest trespass and to never fall in love. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then we have, does Sam have any starting moves? I don't think so. No.
I don't see it.
And I don't think Electra has any either. No.
No, we
Okay,
just usually
then
manage to spend a shit ton of time on the one by me. Just
it is a complicated one. Let's start with that. And just because we haven't played in 2 months, let's just reread it. Where is
if
it?
you want. Dream Future Review Protocols.
All the way to the bottom.
I'm not going to read the setup ones, though. Okay, so for as long as you remember, you've had strange and prophetic dreams. Division suspects that you were once a time traveler in an alternate reality, but you have lost the ability to move through time. Division has the equipment and personnel available to help record and analyze useful information from the dreams, often leading to breakthroughs during an investigation. At the start of each session, tell the keeper what kind of dreams you have. Spend darkness tokens and roll.
Hmm?
So, let's spend all of the ones I have. I don't know why I'm doing witchy voices now. I am dreaming of, well, I think of all sorts of horrors that I have visited upon the world as my past self.
Mm-hmm.
Because what else could I be dreaming of right now?
I just noticed that for some reason I always kept describing the dream, but the move at no point asked me to do that, actually.
No, but I think it's because
such a nice
you
way to
gain.
get into it.
Yeah, and also I think it's because you gain a key if
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think
like I'll
I do
say
need.
things like, the keeper describes the nightmare you catch a glimpse of, or the keeper describes someone who features prominently in the dream. So there are already bits.
Yeah.
There's always
Uh,
something you do describe about the dream.
Yeah, and it also helps me to get to what clue I want to give out. So,
Oh,
why don't
well,
you go ahead and spend darkness tokens and roll?
I've rolled a 12, and for a moment I thought yes, and then I remembered that we're playing Apocalypse Gears. So
Do you want to spend 2 bonds to bring it down to a 10, or are you
I'm gonna
taking the
read it
11 plus?
first. I'm gonna
The-
read it first.
Yes, the experts reveal a living nightmare hiding within your subconscious, but you uncover a key. The keeper describes the nightmare you catch a glimpse of before it escapes into the real world. Declare an irrevocable truth about the mystery that you learn from the nightmare. So you declare that. Rewrite or add a facet of the mystery that reflects this.
Obviously
So
hard, given that I haven't even been introduced to the thing.
well, if you pick that one, of course, we would take a look at the next mystery first.
Well, I think I'm not going to spend darkness tokens because this
Okay.
fits far too well into all of the other bits about Rhydian's current state.
Okay.
And
Then
the
let's
whole
introduce the next mystery, and I will put the link into the chat. I forgot that earlier, to the mirror board. And I already started the the thing for the thing, and I have not uploaded
The thing for the thing.
the what's it called? The thing that Teased is hovering over. the space for the new mystery. It's called All the Bells on Earth, and it's way to the right. And I will just quickly
Yeah.
see if I have the actual mystery to upload. Like my PDF are a bit all over the place.
And
But I
look,
think this one is it.
we even already have a clue for this one. I also forgot that.
Yeah, from another dream.
Yes.
We just sit around waiting for the clues to come through Rhydian's dream. Don't worry about doing
Oh, right.
There's the mystery,
Right.
and as always, you are welcome to browse around in it for danger of like spoiling yourself. But if you feel like you want some inspiration, but you don't need to, and there's benefits, drawbacks to doing it or not doing it. So let me introduce it then.
That was that
we-
dream. Okay, sorry. Yes, I'm gonna shut up.
We'll table the nightmare for a moment until we've established the dream, the mystery, and then we'll come back to that. And how do we best do that? I think we best do that by going to Sam to get an idea of the place where the mystery is set, and that mystery is All the Bells on Earth by Lowell Francis, and it's set in Las Vegas. And as per our informal tradition, Delphine is as the new player. You're already in Las Vegas. You've been the head of the Las Vegas field office of Division. And what do you think? What does that look like? Are you the only person there, or do you have underlings? Have you been forming a secret cult, maybe?
it.
And how long have you been there?
Ooh. I think there are definitely a small team of people around me, but definitely not as many people as I wish would be working under me. I would say probably, probably like a small team of like 10 to 15 people. I would imagine the office to be quite small, a little decrepit, maybe a little old building, not necessarily very glamorous type of office, which also makes me feel like I'm not where I should.
Can I offer something?
Yes.
So since your playbook's theme is like faded glory, maybe it is in what used to be a casino that went bankrupt. So you can see all the like gilded facade and maybe some like old like Babylonian themed casino.
I like that.
You know, like with like fake stales and stucco and all that kind of stuff, but it's all worn from age. It's
A
dusty.
casino that went bankrupt?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That must have been some serious
That-
mismanagement.
You mean like the Trump casino?
I thought
Or
the house
probably,
always
like-
win. Well, I guess only if you know what you're doing.
Or all the casinos that are fighting for survival right now in Las Vegas.
Well, now there are some other issues that are affecting tourism.
Yeah, very good. And how does the casino or the field office relate to the city? Is it still in operation but just run down, or is it like closed to the public and you're the only people active in there? Like, I guess I'm asking, is the field office a backroom kind of affair, or is the field office the entire casino?
I imagine it to be the entire casino, so like the whole vibe would be a little off, just like a lot of empty space, I guess, with a small team occupying it. What I'm thinking, but feel
Yeah.
free to.
No, all good. I'll leave that to you. And one last curiosity question I have is, what is your relationship to your team? Like, are they like? Do you keep it professional, or have you been molding them into your cult?
I think I would definitely have been trying to make them my worshippers. I I'm not sure if I would have been successful so far, though. I think you asked earlier as well, like how long I had been there.
Mm-hmm.
I think a few years, probably like
Mm-hmm.
3 to 4 years, maybe. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in terms of success for my secret plans, or at least my intentions, yeah, I feel like my character would be like super frustrated at this point. I think like such a small team,
Mm-hmm.
and they're probably not all converted either, so
Yeah.
frustrating.
So, yeah, that answers another question that I had, and that is like what kind of people Division sent you? Like if they sent you malleable people to keep you happy, or like specially schooled and trained people who resist your influence to keep you on your toes. And I think it's the latter one then, by what you just said.
Probably, yeah, I like that. I like that. Actual
Like
competent people.
they are competent and they resist you at any turn to your frustration. Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, so we know about the Las Vegas field office now. And then let me introduce the mystery itself by reading the opening text. Division has confirmed the reappearance of a relic of significant power, the Chernobog deck. It is a legendary proto-tarot collection of cards said to have been written with the blood of lost and murdered deity. The Chernobog deck was believed destroyed in the Great London Fire, but now it, or some kind of replica of it, has emerged in Las Vegas, Nevada. The nature of Vega's intimate connection to fate, chance, and passions make it difficult for our prediction systems and oracles to parse. We know that several significant magical forces have arrived on site, and we suspect it is related to the deck. We have determined that a harbinger has been manipulating this situation in order to open a door of power. Based on our backup copy of the Akashic record, we have confirmed that reality alterations have already occurred in the city, with 3 counterfactual existence events overlaying the original reality. 4 neighboring casinos with new identities. Full stop. Your contact, Mr. Gaia, has experience with significant entities and has offered to share information with us. Travel to Vegas, discover the nature of this Chernobog deck and the form and purpose of these reality-warped casinos. Locate the Harbinger and prevent them from opening the door of power. So,
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at all of the references to esoteric nonsense. It's great. I never thought I would encounter the Akashic records in a TTRPG.
I've been meaning to look up what that is. Can you illuminate me?
Oh, I'm not an expert, but wasn't that, well, if anybody else knows the term, isn't that like this nonsense that Blavatsky was claiming to have access to, that is like this sort of, source of all sorts of truth? No, I think, was it Blavatsky or somebody, some other grifter? Anyway, one of them who was basically, sort of blending Eastern mysticism for the white sort of, palette to claim some kind of, otherworldly knowledge and wisdom, and just kept sort of, writing other books and telling people that, they had been given this information through another, spiritual leader who has access to these books. Anyway, like it's just complete nonsense, but I cannot remember exactly the and like, I mean, I say complete nonsense, not just funny, obviously, because these grifters tend to have some really harmful influence, not only on
Yes.
individuals but also on
Yeah.
current conspiracies believe people. Yeah.
Yeah. And since as you were talking, I was looking it up on Wikipedia, and you are completely right. It is Blavatsky, and is like connected in an outflow of like theosophy, and the concept is meaning that it's like some sort of like world memory.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
also, did you know that Rudolf Steiner was a pupil of or student of Helena Blavatsky at some point, and then at some point split off?
I did know that. Yes.
That's
Mm.
yeah.
Mm. It says here
All sorts of harmful shit. Anyway.
Yes. It says here the Austrian theosophist and later founder of how do you pronounce it in English?
Anthroposophy.
Anthroposophy. Too many O's in one too little space. Anthroposophy. Rudolf Steiner used the Akashic records concept mainly in a series of articles in his journal Lucifer Gnosis from 1904 to 1908, where he wrote about Atlantis and Lemuria. Topics related to their purported history and civilization. Okay.
All the lovely races.
Something from Indiana Jones or like some kind of artifact that he needs to find so that, like the world is not threatened by some kind of weird force. But so this is okay. So I never knew this existed. So that's.
I mean, it doesn't exist. It's obviously made up, but yes, the concept exists. Yes.
Interesting.
So the mystery, the task is again to repeat, travel to Vegas, discover the nature of this Chernobog deck. So we don't even know if it is the Chernobog deck. That is for you to discover.
Mm.
That is why it is one of the facets. We do know that there are these reality warped casinos, and that is probably something that Sam has also noticed. And we need to find out who is behind all that and what they want with that, which represents the Harbinger and the Door of Power, respectively. And there are, of course, introductory questions. And I wonder who I want to present the first one to. Sam would be an obvious choice. But maybe I want to bring another monster into Sam's story a little bit. Sam, who did you have your questions with Virtues and Rhydian? I see. Of course, obviously, because they were the players present last time. We had established that Alecto hasn't been out of Manila for quite some time. We also know that Rhydian hasn't been in the US before they came. So maybe let's go with Virtues, who has been who has been around the US for a while. And the question to you is, one of the agents did an operation in Vegas. You did an operation in Vegas before it became a family-friendly entertainment destination. So, like, I imagine back in when it was like 40s, 50s, when it was like Mafia Town. What went terribly wrong?
Yeah, what did go terribly? Well, so I think that this was very early on in sort of like, well, certainly Virtus's life of confronting Harbinger. And what happened was the city, and people don't remember this anymore, but the city was actually quite a sort of a normal town in that it had, it sprawled around and stuff was going on all over the city. And when Virtus, let his angelic fury out and overcame this Harbinger, the only thing that was left was the strip, and everything else was demolished. And that's why now Las Vegas, obviously it now has sprawled again for people to live in and stuff. But the strip is the only thing that's left in terms of, the real, where any action is.
The old Vegas. Yeah, very cool. Sam, what do you think? Have you been around for that? Or were you not in Vegas yet at the time?
I think I was not in Vegas at the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I did not witness this. Was called in Vegas way later.
Okay. And then the second opening question is... Oh, no, wait. Well,
this would actually work for Rhydian.
The second question is for Rhydian, exactly. What strange major arcana-like symbolism has one of the agents dreamed of? One of the agents being you, Rhydian.
Yeah. I think that fits with my opening move also. So let's just specify a little more of, the, how do you say? What was I saying?
You wanted to tie it in
horrors
with your
that I have brought upon the people of I don't know, ages gone by, and I think the major arcana like symbolism. So I mean, I'm wondering, because I was just thinking of an actual Major Arcana card. And I think the reoccurring theme in my dreams when these horrors are visited upon people is the tower.
We've had quite a few towers.
Exactly. And it fits also with that card.
Just quickly reread the question. And what is the strange symbolism about it?
So, I mean, strange symbolism. I mean, the tower is, I mean, I'm not a tarot expert. So if anybody here feels called to add on to this, please barge in. But I think, isn't the tower like a symbol for sort of, I guess, is it violent rupture and change, if I'm not mistaken? Something along those lines. I'm also happy to just look it up again.
Yeah, I've got it here.
A sudden chaotic change representing the dismantling of false structures, ego, and rigid beliefs.
Oh my goodness! How did I have done that? Cool. Yeah. And so
I've got a good one as well.
yeah.
An inevitable change can no longer be contained, but beauty and liberation can also be found in destruction.
Well, see, all of these things fit so well with Rhydian's current predicament.
Okay,
and we also had actual towers, plenty of them.
Yes, we had the with the iBaby, the tower. We had the tower that Tomoe was living in Manila.
And the iBaby one I brought from a dream already, so it all fits very well.
And if you will, even the place of the confrontation for the first mystery, as well as bases 0001 were inverted towers, in that they were like far below the earth.
Yes. Yeah. Well, anyway, it fits very well with also just having nights, etc. Yeah.
So I imagine you've been dreaming of like all these towers. They've been revisiting you in your dreams, in your nightmares.
Yeah, or collapsing them, burying people underneath them.
And always framed as tarot cards, maybe. Okay, so back to your move. The experts reveal a living nightmare hiding within your subconscious, but you uncover a key. The keeper describes the nightmare you catch a glimpse of before it escapes into the real world. Declare an irrevocable truth about the mystery that you learn from the nightmare. Rewrite or add a facet of the mystery that reflects this. Yeah, I think just to not get lost in vividly describing a particular dream, that you've been developing a recurring nightmare lately, and that always ends with you, as you said, either like climbing to the top of a tower with a urgency, and the further up you come, the less you're sure about the urgency, but the further up you go, the more you need to keep climbing because you're so high up already. And sometimes you fall off. Sometimes you wake up before that happens. But there's always this moment of, what am I doing here? Is that really a good thing to do? It felt so natural and certain when I started, but now that I'm high up, and the same thing always also happens, like as I like in the other direction, where you descend staircases and Asharian pits, and as the deeper you go, the well, with them maybe the more certain you get. And the key that you uncover, let me just look one up. Sorry, that will take a little moment longer. Because one of the problems with that move, of course, is that it always goes in directions that I did not anticipate.
This is also, what's it called? Just fun.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's nice. What a weird clue. Let's take that. It's always a good spot to take the really weird ones.
Yes, definitely.
The clue in the book is something burned precisely by an absurdly high temperature. And the way I would interpret it in your dream is that, and it also happens in both directions. I imagine as you climb upwards, it more reveals itself in terms of like atmospheric pressure and like lightning, tugging at your skin, and and clawing its way into your flesh. And as you go deeper, it is the temperature down in the pits is just getting to a high point, and that is always the high point of your dream. Oh yeah, I like that. That the dream does not actually end when the tower ends. The tower always goes higher or deeper, but there's always some point where you just can't handle it anymore, and that is where the dream stops. That in your dream you encounter the temperature that is precisely right to not yet kill you, but make it impossible for you to go on, which of course symbolically is like harkening back to the whole kill switch thing that you discovered in base 001. Like you're finding the limits of your mortality. And to put all that rambling back into one clue, you already wrote down the something burned precisely by an absurdly high temperature.
But I would very much appreciate if you were to help me hold that. I don't know, dial that in.
So I think the thing that is important to me in terms of a clue is the precisely bit.
I had a completely different image in my head when you first said that. I was thinking of people, like sort of, these tales of spontaneous combustion where like you still see the shoes of people and stuff like that. Because that seems very precise when the rest doesn't burn down.
I think when people completely evaporate, that is too much temperature.
Well, no, because the shoes are still there and the house doesn't burn down, I was just thinking of that, and then anyway, forget about it. This is more metaphorical, and it's great.
Yeah,
but
let's call the clue a dream about the precise way to kill, and not Rhydian, but your true name. Can you help me? What was the name again?
Epialos.
How to pronounce that?
Epialos.
Ialos.
I think so, anyway.
Or something like that. No, let's make it more. Let's make it less specific. To kill a god.
Good.
And then I'll just quickly cross it off. And we are on break time anyway. So how about we have a break and come back in? How much do you need? 5, 10, 10 past, 15 past?
I probably need 10. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's 15 past enough.
Past 10.
Quarter past. Okay. See you then.
Good.
Bye.
Thank you.
The washing machine lied to me. I assumed it was going to be all finished and that I would have washing to put out. And
That's
instead,
what he didn't.
No.
That's sad.
That's why I thought I would need the whole 10 minutes.
I'm wondering what I should do. Because this mystery is a complexity 8 mystery. So you will need... how was it in this game again? Half the number of... No, there is no such rule in Apocalypse Keys. That's from the between. I think here it is that you need to connect every facet.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. Anyway, and then you roll with however many clues you have minus the complexity or plus the complexity. And usually in every other mystery I've ever read about Apocalypse Keys, the number of complexity is also the same as the Doomsday Clock. But this one, as written by Lowell, it is only a 6-tick Doomsday Clock, so you are a bit under time pressure because you have 2 more clues that you need to find. Then you have sessions to do it in. And I was just wondering if I want to keep it that way and just see how that plays with the game feel, or if I just want to add 2 more ticks because I have ideas for 2 more ticks. So I'll post it to the table. How do you feel? Do you want to experiment with the feel of the game and then see how it feels to be a bit more under time pressure? Or would you rather have the normal pace we do?
We just need to remind Teast to actually grasp for keys.
Yeah, that's it. And there are 4 of us.
I mean, I'm okay either way, I think. But, I mean, it's also cool if you have cool ideas. We have 4, but we also take forever to play our season. Maybe we should try and actually make them go a bit.
Always keep in mind that grasping for keys is the
which is a reminder for myself, to be honest, right?
Yeah, but knowing you, I think I will in favor of having 8 ticks.
You can also play it by ear.
Sure, yeah.
See how it goes first with the shorter
Yeah.
time frame.
Yeah. Okay, now that we're back, let's go back to your move and get through it. That is a long move today. So we now have the key. The keeper describes the nightmare you catch a glimpse of. I've done that as well before it escapes into the real world. Oh, that is interesting. Do I need to describe?
Maybe you can think about that, how that looks. Maybe it could be something we're not yet aware of. If you want to think about it some more, how that escapes into the real world.
No, I have an idea about it. And that idea is so in the most recent of those recurring nightmares, as your power, as your strength deserts you and your grip fails and you fall off the tower, as you're falling backwards, you see an eye in the sky. Like you see the impossible height of the tower just descending like 2 parallel lines that, due to how optics work, from your perspective, meet eventually. And at the meeting point of those 2 lines of the tower, there is an eye, a giant eye, looking down on you. And that is the glimpse of that nightmare before it escapes in the real world. I have an idea what the nightmare is in the real world, but that is how it presents to you. Right. Something looking at you from way up above. Now you get to declare an irrevocable truth about the mystery that you've learned from the nightmare.
I know, and obviously that means I need to tie a clue, a key to a facet, which will always be true. I thought that's what it is. Declaring an irrevocable truth is you tie a key to a facet, and whether or not we succeed later on in answering our question, this one always stays true. And we also rewrite the facet so that it reflects this change.
Let me quickly look that up in the book. Declare an irrevocable truth. So, what that actually means is mentioned quite often in all kinds of moves.
Yeah, I think the one that... Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
So, I have it. Manipulating facets is on page 208. There is another way an omen can affect the change of the mystery. There's another way an omen can affect the shape of the mystery. Manipulating the facets of the current mystery through specific moves. Normally the facet persists through the current mystery. Notably, both the Fountain and the Shade have playbook moves, Walk with Me in Dreams and the Devil's Advocate, that offer an opportunity to rewrite or add a facet of the mystery. The 2 division moves, Psychic Invokers and Dream Future Review Protocol, also provide options to do so. When a player chooses the option to rewrite or add a facet from these moves, they declare what facet they are rewriting and why, or add a new facet to the mystery. They make an appropriate change to the mystery map. As part of the move, they also declare an irrevocable truth. The player writes down this irrevocable truth on the mystery map. Changing the facets of the mystery and declaring irrevocable truth demonstrates an omen's ability to see the bigger picture affecting the mystery. By rewriting a facet, the omen establishes another perspective on what is important to consider during the investigation. For example, the player might take the facet, the decline of the Manananggal, and rewrite it as the rise of the Manananggal. This offers a startling revelation. The mystery is affected by the Manananggal reclaiming their power in society. The player can rewrite the facet as much as they like, dramatically changing what guides the mystery. In the same example, the player can instead rewrite the facet, the decline of the Manananggal, and rewrite it as the conspiracy of the Dewata. Even if every mystery has the facets, the Harbinger and the Doom of Power, these facets may be rewritten. When unlocking Doom's door, both the Harbingers and the door will still have to be taken into account in some way for you to interpret the results of a perfect hit or a disastrous success. But by rewriting either facet, the Harbinger and Door of Power become less central to the theory formed. There's no limit to the number of facets that can be added to a mystery. However, in the unlikely event that the facets will outnumber the uncovered keys, ask the player to rewrite a facet instead. So, and then there's an example of a player declaring an irrevocable truth, saying, okay, I'm going to declare an irrevocable truth that I learned from the dream. I'm going for a big one. The parasitic library used to be an omen that worked for division. They were on a dangerous mission, and instead of dying, they became whatever it is they are now. So it doesn't seem to be tied to any
Just
clues.
a clue.
Why did we tie keys to this then? We did this before.
I thought there was a specific thing that you did that did that.
Maybe it was
not
a different.
just
Yeah, maybe it was a different move that specified that
Yeah.
part of it, and
Yeah,
that's
I would think so.
how I just sort of went. Oh, it must be this. Okay, well, so I
And
don't
then
have to think about the key.
And then the outcome of that is on the mystery map, the player writes down the irrevocable truth. The parasitic library was once an omen. They also rewrite the facet as they described.
Wait. Say again. Sorry.
So then it goes on. Keeper, whoa, this is a big one. Now you also get to rewrite or add a facet to the mystery. And then the player is, I'm rewriting the facet. The secret's locked within the library. I think the parasitic library is trying to learn how to reclaim their former identity and form, and that's something we have to keep in mind. I'm rewriting this to the parasitic library's original identity. So shifting the focus from the secrets to the identity of the library. And on the mystery map, Opal writes down the player writes down the irrevocable truth. The parasitic library was once an omen. They also rewrite the facet as they described.
Oh, so they just put that in, but it's not a key. It's just an extra truth that we.
Yeah, it's something that we now all know is true about the thing.
Ah, cool.
So maybe that's why I thought it was a clue that I checked. Or maybe I just used a clue and changed it because I couldn't think of any other way of doing it. I don't know. Who cares? Okay.
Would you like a suggestion, knowing that you always you tend to struggle with these kinds of things?
I have a vague idea, but I'm happy to take your suggestion into consideration.
A new facet. Oh, I'm first more interested in hearing your idea, of course. If you have one.
No, I'm happy. No, I would rather hear yours first.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What is going on with me?
So my suggestion for the new facet would be the eye in the sky, like to find out what that thing is that you just glimpsed as you were waking up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My idea was more to change one of the facets.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And
that's also a moment where you can like go from the harbinger to, like, not now, of course, because we don't know anything yet, but like if it happens later in the mystery, like changing the harbinger to Bob, like already declaring as a set truth that a certain character is the harbinger.
Yeah, so I'm considering the blubble-de-doo. So yeah, my previous ideas were all tied to actually using these keys, but I'm thinking, well, I don't know how to name it, but my thought was, what if the reality warped casinos? What if all of those, when you glimpse, all of these different realities overlapping, you see that they all sort of are linked to a central one, a central fifth one, which is the out of commission division headquarters.
Oh, seeing that we established that with Delphine, I would just quickly ask, is that okay for you, Delphine?
I'm not sure I understand when you're talking about the out of commission.
Your office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good to me then.
That yours is somehow a nexus to all of that.
I don't know why yet, but
neither do I.
Neither do I. Nobody needs to know why now. It's just I was just like trying to make sure that you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay. Okay. So how do we phrase that?
Well, I thought reality warp pink, because as in this is the one that all of the other ones connect to.
Mm-hmm. So that means that we're shifting the focus of the mystery from trying to find out what's happening to those 4 casinos.
Not necessarily. Or maybe that's stupid. That actually sounds boring.
To like how the 5th one changes the first 4 one, right?
Yeah,
if
I mean,
we want to explore both parts of it, then it would be a new facet.
Just do a new facet.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know how to name this.
I think Vega's HQ is Like, it's enough. We all know what
All
we mean
right.
by that.
Actually, let's do this. No, wait. This is a because I was going to go
Put a thing
Nexus
on the
question
side, the
mark.
truth. You're supposed. It says you create a truth, you put it there, and then you create
Ah,
or modify a thingy
cool.
to
All right.
reflect that truth. Oh, now we've got a clock.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're right.
And I just went with an A8 segment clock after all, which is maybe not the worst thing, seeing that we now have an extra clue to deal, extra facet to deal with.
Sorry. In fairness, if we need 8 clues anyway, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I write? There we go. Oops.
Oh, sorry.
Also, let me find the correct color for this because this is bothering me.
This
Oh,
mustard
sorry.
yellow.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know what color you used there.
Yeah, it was a
Custom.
a custom one. So I'm just gonna grab the hex code.
Oh,
VSA63. Oh no, it's just down there. Okay,
Very good.
cool.
Beautiful.
I love that it's truth! Exclamation mark. It reminds me of that Terry Pratchett book where the invention of the tabloid newspaper. I think it's called The Truth or something like that.
Okay.
And it keeps mentioning how the newspaper seems to find it very, very important to, whenever they introduce a person in the article to have comma and then their age. Great book.
Great. Okay.
Okay, I'm done. Somebody else jump in.
Nice. Okay. That was a long move.
Apologies.
I'm sure we'll be fast next time.
Next time
But
I'll just send darkness tokens so we don't have to do all of this.
Yeah. On an 8 to 10, I would just have handed out a key. I also blame it on us not having found our game legs yet.
Yes.
And always the hardest part of any mystery is, for me at least, is the start of it. Particularly given what we left last session with. And I'm sorry to everybody to have to focus it on Rhydian again. But there's still the breaking point to.
This sounds like I'm not enjoying it. I just don't want to be hogging the limelight.
It's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry.
All right. Well, I'm just going to read the breaking point move for now because I also need to, because we haven't seen it yet, I think, unless maybe we've seen it with Virtues. Anyway.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I've done it.
Breaking point.
Maybe you can just quickly set up when and how that happens. So last time we saw you guys, you were in the Arctic. Next time we see you, you are in Las Vegas. And I imagine you won't have your breaking point in Las Vegas somewhere along the way. As you're traveling, how are you traveling? What do you think? Per plane?
Well, I think it's plane nowadays, unless somebody can fly. Like, I mean, we used to use the Shade's power for, well, but I don't know.
Last time you used, okay, let me rephrase it. For your way there, you used this magic portal through the beverage. Pickle soda, yeah. And I'm wondering if this is your way back, or if you're calling in Division to exfiltrate you.
I mean, here's my question.
I think Sorry,
but in terms of traveling, right? Given that we have somehow established that there is a back door somewhere hidden that always leads us to Division where we can go to the petting zoo and all of that, wouldn't that also then be the way to travel to the next destination rather than having to spend time in economy class?
Yeah, you totally.
Unless you want a funny scene there.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. It's all up to you. And also, like, how much do you want Division to be involved in your movements? So what I could imagine is that you take the secret tunnel through the beverage machine back to Manila, from there to the broom closet to Division HQ, and maybe there, in the safety of the petting zoo, you have your meltdown. How does that sound?
Maybe. Well, can I just, this is why I want to read the move first. I want to know exactly what
absolutely. That go ahead.
But then I was thinking, it makes sense also that we get our briefing there, right? Okay, so breaking point. Time weighs heavily on you, and there's much you have allowed yourself to forget. The puzzle box in your mind opens up, and there's no looking away from the truth. Well, or, Virtues just forces the puzzle pictures into my mind. Anyway, describe the terrible flashbacks that reveal your role in ushering in the apocalypse and what this revelation drives you to do. The Keeper will add layers of heartbreak and despair to your memories. They will then reveal someone from your past determined to destroy you and all you hold dear. What clues do you see that reveal how close they are to tracking you down? Fun. I'm just reading T's. Zita doesn't want any pets harmed. Yeah, no, definitely not. Okay, so did I not already describe? I mean, basically, I have learned through all of these memories that I once was this true nightmare god that not only brought nightmares to people, but also was able to bring them into reality. And it all makes sense, right? Because I've done this before on a smaller level, bringing that tower back from the dream and, fucking up royally there. And so I think this kind of maybe harkens back to a time when I had more of that power and when either I maybe didn't lose control, but maybe I just got, or maybe it is losing control, but in the sense of that I was kind of reveling in the way that I could alter reality so much and had absolutely no regard for any living creature that would affect. And so we already came close to an apocalypse back then because I was just unleashing all sorts of nightmare creatures and changes to the way time works into the world.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe altering people's perception of reality so that it no longer was coherent for, like a larger chunk of societies, where they are all experiencing it so differently. So that, I don't know, unleashed a world war. How about that? And what does that drive me to do? Good question. What does it drive me to do? I wonder if, well, given that now I think I still have more connection to this humanity and this sort of side of me that actually does have, I don't know, sympathy or affection for this world and reality and the people in it. I think it probably drives me to very self-destructive behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm afraid of what I might do. Tease is grinning.
No.
So now I am supposed to add layers of heartbreak and despair to your memories. And let me focus it a little bit, what you just said.
Yes, very vague, I know.
Yes.
Big ideas person, not the detailed person.
So, of course, we have the tragic and sad story of Petal, right? Of that fae that helped you escape Gwyn's grasp and that you made into a puppet.
That's much later, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still in your past.
Yeah, no, cool.
And there in that story, we already established, I think, a lot of heartbreak and despair. And maybe Petal wasn't the first of her kind. Maybe there were others like her. And maybe one of them was Gwyn himself. As one step in your plan to break free of his cord. Yeah, I think the clarity that you gain now on that part of your past is that you weren't there by force, like you thought. You've been telling yourself that he must have manipulated you and must have tricked you into being being his first warrior. But now as you look inward and you ruminate on what made you what you find yourself to be now, this god of nightmares, you find that you've been wandering the world. I mean, he's also a Celtic deity, Gottheit, and Celtic deity, and as such, he is probably in his most atavistic form, not younger than Greek gods like yourself.
No.
But once your pantheon became colonized, became forgotten, certainly there was the big players, Zeus, Hera, all those people. But let's say the lesser ones, such as you became forgotten first, and you wandered the earth, not knowing who you are and where you're going, and he took you in. He gave you this place, and you were good at it. You were good at striking terror into the hearts of his foes and his people's foes, and you gained his trust. He gained yours, and you had a tender relationship. You almost maybe forgot what you were, this god of nightmares, and you thought of yourself as a being of dreams. You thought of yourself as a fae at some point, although you really are not, right? You are a god. And the thing that you remember now that you did to him as part of, as you framed it by the time, get free of him, which was really you just wanting to move on, was you destroyed him in a similar way that you did Petal. You robbed him of his core, of the fierce warrior. And
did I turn him into Omen?
Being of wisdom that he was, but he was a bit more powerful than poor Petal. So a bit of him remained encapsulated in that hull that you left of him, that hull that was then taken up by hacks like Shakespeare, who turned him into carnival figures.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing I'm glad about, that I'm a minor Greek deity, or because at least I wasn't Disneyfied.
Yeah, there's this clear line from the Bard to Disney, and
It didn't sell out. Sorry. Okay.
And poor Gwyn was caught in that for centuries, and it now becomes clear to you that was your doing. It was your way of not having to deal with the regret, maybe, or the
betrayal.
Yeah, the midlight, the sympathy, for somebody that you betrayed.
Sounds good.
By telling yourself the story of him being this controlling monster, when all he was somebody who cared for you.
Very good.
But of course, over time, he became somebody determined, as the move says, or the breaking point says, determined to destroy you and all you hold dear. Or at least you think it is your breaking point after all. Who knows if that is true?
This changes everything about the acorn that I have. And the Fae liaison.
Well, let me ask you, what clues do you see that reveal how close Gwyn is to tracking you down?
I don't know. What do I see? Because this is like a completely different part. This is not flashbacks or whatever. So is this like something that I'm also dreaming of?
Maybe it is something that it reads to me that at this point you are quite paranoid. And you're re-evaluating a lot. And you maybe stuff that you've seen in the past now maybe I'm just different sheen.
Maybe I'm literally like I'm doing the conspiracy theory thing where I'm like connecting, seeing patterns where maybe they are there, maybe they're not, right? Where interpreting natural occurrences, obviously, because he's very much like about sort of trees and the way they are shaped or the way they occur around me, looking as if there was like Fae influence or or I see, I don't know, like maybe a few sort of woodland animals somewhere along the lines, and then like running off and thinking, huh? What?
There's spice.
Yeah, thinking that, like
the birds
taking off, and I'm like, oh god, that must be that. Okay, now I'm mixing up my my symbolism of deities, but you know what I mean. I'm just seeing patterns all over the place.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think we will have opportunity to revisit that in a minute.
Yes.
Okay. I think this is a good natural point, and I again apologize for everybody else.
I'm so sorry.
But sometimes the game just leads us there. Second break, and after that we will at least have an introductory scene to the mystery. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
For everybody but Rosina.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
I think
we're still having fun, so don't worry.
Yeah, Rhydian missed their plane.
Sure.
Okay. 10 minutes. Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. See you on the hour.
Hearing a lot of background noise from, I think, Dominic.
Oh yeah, it's me. Sorry.
Just thought I would let you know.
Yeah, it's the one bedroom situation. But thanks for telling me.
Yeah, no, I was just also thinking, we don't want to have like your partner's conversations being just broadcast, so I thought I would let you know.
Yeah, and it's sometimes Discord is so good at filtering out background noises, and sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it isn't. Yeah, it's weird.
Very unreliable, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually really good, but I don't know. By the way, teased that puzzle, Charo, looks fantastic.
Yeah, I just answered your thing.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, cool.
Yep.
Thank you. It sounds like such a cool idea.
Oh,
Yeah. It was good.
oh yeah, that does look cool.
Okay, now everybody's back, and I'm wasting time by
Nice art.
doing other stuff. Just give me a second. I just started the process of claiming a Kickstarter thing before we all came back, and now we were in the middle of it. Okay, now I'm done.
Ooh. Okay.
Mappa Monday.
Papa Monday.
Mundi.
I don't know.
I was just not clear about how to pronounce that Latin word in English.
I would be anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Where to start? I think it is a good idea to start in Delphine. It would be amazing, and you don't have to do it right now, of course. But if eventually you could come up with a name for your casino, since now we kind of placed it in the center of the entire mystery, it's probably a good idea to have one.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a few minutes, but yeah, I'll think about it.
It's also okay if you do it, I don't know, the next week or whatever.
Okay.
Whenever you can come up with something good. So far it is, as far as we know, Sam's Casino. And I think it's also the headquarters, and it would make sense to have the meeting with Mr. Geyer. So you all ushered through the broom closet to Las Vegas, where at least two of you meet somebody you haven't seen in a while, and that is the Fallen, that is Sam. Do you want to have a little time for some role playing that? Also, I think I'm not gonna frame that as a question. I'm gonna just give you the time and shut up in a minute. But before I do that, I will also drop a little role playing prompt for Alecto, since Alecto is not really tied to Sam yet, but as you enter the through the broom closet, I think Mr. Geyer, your contact, I don't know if he's already on the premise. But you, Alecto, with your keen sense for cosmic justice, you notice that whenever Mr. Geyer comes, oh no, we'll do that in the next scene if we have that today. I will first give you the stage. So I think, Sam, you get, of course, a notification that a division team is coming, and they are to assist you, and you are to assist them in the investigation of the Chernobog deck. You all also have gotten all the information that I read out earlier. Maybe not in the same channel, but you got them. You know about the Chernobog deck. You absolutely have noticed, even without Division telling you, that there has been some reality altering taking place. And the broom closet door opens, and three people stumble out. Two of them familiar to you.
Sam. Well, it's been a while.
I think I'm just remembering now that I think we forgot to set something when we created the bond for my character, because we did with Rhydian, we did see that Rhydian worships me, I think, and we said that is why I'm keeping my distance. but with Virtus, we did not set that up because we said,
I'm glad that you remember that because I was just assuming that I'd forgotten what it was that we'd said, and so I was going to try and get
no,
you to.
I think we
I
jumped to asking the question to Rhydian, but we didn't ask Virtus. So I think the question was,
I think we did, but since we didn't record it and we all forgot, let's maybe explore that in the scene.
Yeah.
right.
Sam, I see you're here. I guess you've been keeping out of trouble. Yeah.
Yes, actually, I'm the head of this division here in Vegas. Not that
All
you
right.
care about that, but
Yeah, no. It's good to know. Like, doing some good, right? Is I guess I guess you've got a small team around you, not
I
too
have a
big,
team, yes. I'm doing excellent, actually. Doing
right?
excellent with a team that might seem small, but we are spreading and doing fine, doing just fine. What
Yeah, I
have
mean,
you
I guess last time things were getting a little bit out of hand with a number of people who you had working for you. Yeah. Um, so it's good to keep the team a bit smaller, a bit more manageable, I guess.
I think everything is going according to plan, so I'm not worried, and you also shouldn't be about anything that I'm taking care of. Anyways, what have you guys been up to, and what are you doing here? I see that
Uh,
Rhydian is
yeah.
accompanying me today.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, Rhydian. This is Electo. We've just been,
Hi.
we've been dealing with some harbingers and and it seems like something weird is happening in your little town here. So we thought, so we've been sent to
I've
help.
heard. I've heard a few things. Unfortunately, I don't know much about what's happening, but I'm guessing you guys are here to uncover what is happening. I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting Electo.
Yes, hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, I don't think we have encountered each other before. Right, we don't have any kind of backstory.
No bonds.
Up to you.
No, but I mean we can build one. We can make one that will become our backstory. But yeah, let's just say for now that we don't know each other. I guess that makes the most sense right now.
Mm.
Yes, nice to
Do
meet
you
you.
want to introduce yourself to my character, or I'm just wondering how you want to present yourselves
Um,
to.
oh God. Yeah, I guess I can just, what can I say? I mean, hi, I'm Electo. Nice to meet you. We've just been through it, and yeah, I think need a moment to catch myself. Have you got any refreshments?
Yes, of course, I'll ask my underlings to fetch something for you.
I can't get that pickle the juice taste out of my mouth. It's just very persistent.
It's been like 3 days now. Why did you make us drink it?
I know. I'm so sorry. I thought it would be fun, but now I'm, yeah, kind of regretting my own choices here very much.
Um,
I'm just gonna look at Rhydian without saying anything, but I'm just gonna, from the corner of my eye, just acknowledge that they're there. Just hello, welcome
Rhydian
to
just nodding.
my division, my quarters. So I think you can all see them trying to keep I'm kind of delusional in trying to keep faith with the fact that I'm the master of my domain, but it's not really impressing any of you.
What is so unimpressive about it?
Well, I think like Virtus said, it's a small team. I think none of them are really taking me seriously either. There's probably a few of them who are like listening to me, but the others are probably just like going on about their day, just doing whatever they have to do for
Yeah.
division.
I imagine also the people get quite lost in that huge casino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably not giving the impression I would want.
They all hang out on different floors and make sure they're not on the same floor as them. And
I imagine there are like wooden boxes standing around between the old slot machines that it's unclear what's in them and if anybody really knows.
Yeah, that's probably the light is probably not on everywhere. It's probably lots of echoes, just like random noises far away. So
And as
yeah,
you're standing there, kind of like simmering in the awkwardness of meeting again after all these years, there's a flap, 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 flap sound audible from above the casino. And Sam, even though it hasn't been used in years, I imagine, but you know that there's a helipad up there. So it sounds like somebody is landing on your helipad. And do you want to go upstairs and meet them, or do you want to wait for them down here?
I will let them come to me.
Mm-hmm. Where are you expecting them? Like just on the casino floor, or do you have like an office?
Yeah, I think there would be an office. Just so that
maybe it's
I'm
the
out of the
office
way.
maybe it's the office that overlooks the casino floor. To make you feel all omniscient.
Yeah, overseeing things.
And so it takes them a few minutes, of course, to find their way through the bowels of the casino, maybe asking some of your underlings here and there when they meet them to guide them to the office where you're all staying. And eventually they open the door, and in comes a beak-nosed old man with a jacket with a really splendorous feather collar. And Alecto, you immediately notice that is some sort of like mythical / divine being concerned with justice. Like they have the same in German we call it Stallgeruch. Like they something about them tells them it's like one of you guys. And he comes in and he says, you are Sam, and looks at all of you, and he seems to be like not judging you, but taking measure of you. Each one of you. You must be Virtus, Alecto, and Rhydian. I am Gaia, and I was sent to meet you, and I must say, surprised that I had to find my way down here by myself. I would have assumed that you have maybe people who can guide me. It took me way longer than it should have. Anyway, he says as he sits down on one of the chairs that I imagine are standing around in the office. Anyway, I am also interested in finding this Jernenbock deck, and I am very happy to help if I can. And I imagine that you might have questions about it or the people involved in it. And he looks at you, staring unblinkingly.
Okay, so my character was a god killer, right? So they've definitely heard about the Chernobog deck. Although we're gonna say they probably have never seen it, or they don't really know if it exists or not. But in her mind, she doesn't really understand like what the big deal is about it, I guess. So, she's kind of bored about this whole thing, I guess, from the get-go. Whatever, like a tarot deck of cards written with the blood of murdered gods. Like, who cares? So, she's not really going to be like too interested by this, but I will say that she will be from this interaction, two things. flattered to be recognized by this person, and also mentioned first and addressed directly. Big stroke to her ego, but then big, I guess, like a strike in the other direction that none of my employees even like thought about giving him direction. So she will be stuck on that for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. And as if he's sensing your indifference, he nods his tilts his head and looks at all of you really as he says, "Oh, but it should be of concern to you, as it deals with forgotten gods. And looking around in this room, it seems like I am surrounded by forgotten gods of one kind or another." And going to direct the establishing question to Nina, or rather to Alecto. You once saw Gaia on the periphery of another case involving powerful forces. What happened?
Involving powerful forces.
Mm-hmm.
He is a god of justice, or maybe judgment.
Not of justice per se, but of like the enforcement of justice. So what he is he is the eagle, or I guess vulture, that fed off Prometheus' liver.
Huh?
Oh wow. Oh, I don't
If that
really know.
inspires you to something.
Well, I don't remember much from that story. I mean, I remember it growing back constantly. But it says something about his character, certainly, if you describe it like this. I feel like Alecto is wary of this person. Maybe because their idea of justice or judgment and what Mr. Gaia has been doing isn't really matching up very well.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I saw him make a judgment call that I was completely opposed to, and it kind of formed my opinion of him from that experience. So now I am kind of not mad at him, but maybe
So what would be a judgment? What would be a judgment call that you are opposed to? Like what happened that day or on that case, and what was the case? Maybe we can build there from what you already said.
Yeah. Let me think. Maybe. Is it something? Does it have to be something that we already like experienced together, or can it
No,
be
not at
something
all. Not at all.
completely new?
Nope. Completely new, something that
Like
connects you specifically to that guy.
Okay, so I can just basically
Make
it
something up.
Okay. Okay, don't overthink it now.
No, just go with the simple. I mean, you've already given yourself a good in, like you said, that there was some something that you like didn't appreciate. So what do you think? What would be a judgment call that Alecto would not like?
Well, maybe it was at the end of solving the case. We were supposed to bring someone to justice who had done harm.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of finding a suitable punishment, Mr. Geyer just killed the guy, thereby robbing me of any kind of possibility to exact vengeance in a proper, adequate way. So I feel like I was kind of robbed of exacting my.
Yeah, he just tore out the poor guy's liver and ate it.
Yes.
Very cool. What do you think? What kind of case that was that Alecto would have been working on in the past?
Where have I been? I've been in Manila for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. And we established that you've been parked there or sequestered there, so you don't get into you don't get to know the wretchedness of the entire world, so you don't go Harbinger.
Basically protecting me, the world from me.
Yes,
Oh God.
like keeping your horizon small.
Okay, so maybe it was something in the vicinity of Manila.
Something small, street level.
I mean, yeah, we don't always have these completely insane cases, right? It can also just be something a little bit more like day to day. So maybe it was maybe there was just a kind of underground crime operation that involved trafficking children.
Yeah. And for some reason he was part of it.
Something that obviously would make me want to exact vengeance in some way because it's incredibly evil. And we were working on that, and we had discovered who was behind it, and then he just ripped the guy apart.
And that maybe also closed off the avenue to dismantle the entire operation.
Yes, it made it impossible to interrogate him and to find out where exactly all of the victims might be and how to actually take over the operation and then disperse it and
so he chose punishment over retribution.
Yes.
That is very, very him and very you. Very good. Thank you. And who else hasn't had much screen time today? Teased weirdly. So I'll direct the other question to you. And that is, let me just quickly get the formatting right. Okay. You've dealt with another monster claiming to be from Greek mythology. Who was that and what went wrong?
Oh, okay. I actually think that was it Apollo who carried the sun around
on his chariot.
Yeah. So I had a run-in with Apollo, and the dispute, I guess, that we had was essentially about him being an old god, right? And that us, new gods had superseded these forgotten gods, keeping on that sort of forgotten gods theme. And what was the actual question now that I've just talked myself into a corner? You've dealt with another monster. Who was that and what went wrong? Right, yeah. What went wrong is that we ended up having a big falling out, and I think the sun didn't come up for a day as we fought.
Nice. I bet like legends and prophecies were written around that thing. That is good. That is so good. Okay. I'm just going to say that this introductory scene with Mr. Gaia is going to be the last scene of today. So maybe think of your impulses and end of setting questions in case you want to bring them in.
Yeah. So we're in this office overlooking the gambling hall bit, right? Does Sam have some sort of like old relics or something, of the time when the casino was actually really successful, stored up here in this office space that they use?
An old relic, like the past glory of the casino.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely something that Sam would do, just as a reminder. But I'm struggling to see what that would be. I'm sorry, I haven't been to many casinos, so I don't
know. Okay. What are you fishing for?
I'm fishing for something that I can break.
Oh God!
Right.
All right. Something that could be broken.
So I think so. We've come into this room and we've been chatting and Virtus is feeling a little uncomfortable because of the last interaction with Sam, and has gone over and maybe picked up like maybe it was just something like is picking at like this costume that a famous singer who came and sang at the casino
Nice.
wore back in the day, as a sort of distraction, so that he doesn't have to look at people while continuing this conversation.
Can I offer something?
Yep.
So my idea is you do that, and there's like this costume rack, and like in order to not have to like deal with all the stuff that's happening there, you like rifle through the clothing rack, and there is a really beautiful Babylonian looking garment, and as you touch it, it just falls apart because it is not a replica. It just has been hanging there for like decades, maybe, gathering probably not gathering moisture in the desert, but you know what I mean, like becoming gathering oxygen and disintegrating.
Yep.
And you don't expect that, and suddenly you just like have half of a like ceremonial priest's robe in your hand.
Yep. Sam. So sorry. It just disintegrated. I was just looking at these costumes. I hope it wasn't yours.
My face is just like getting like all red and about to burst with anger, but I just don't say anything, and I'm just like in my mind, I'm just like so frustrated because I can't get mad at you for some reason. So yeah, I just like get all red, and then just like after a few seconds,
And to set up your impulse, I mean, I guess both Electo and Sam could play into that. A young man just wanders in the front door, and he is a Asian-looking fella with unkempt hair that he has let grown out a little bit too long, tightly gripping a messenger bag. And he looks very nervous, and just like comes in through the front door and stands in front of this humongous casino space, looking around. And he doesn't look like he is sure that he should be where he is right now. Maybe did not expect the casino to be that run down and closed when he entered it. And he could be, if you want, an innocent to hurt, or a weak to bless with your presence, if you would like to engage with them.
I will let Electo decide what they want to do first.
And if you don't, he will just wander out eventually.
Can we help you with anything? I'm just gonna address him and see what he wants.
Like from up there in the office, are you just shouting down, or are you going to the floor?
How far am I shouting down?
Like I imagine this to be a quite big space.
Okay.
And you're like, I don't know, maybe 5 meters up or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. I just go to the. Is there like a banister or something?
Or I could imagine there's also maybe some
an intercom.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like where you could help you.
And I'll do that. I'll go to the intercom and ask, is there anything we can help you with?
And as he hears the intercom, he just startles and looks around and is like, and his mouth moves, but you can't hear it from up there, because he does not have a microphone. And he seems to be saying something, and is making his way out of the casino. He's like genuinely scared by that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I guess there's no obvious. I mean, I guess there would be like another connection at the reception of the casino or something, but why would he know that?
Yes.
So I don't know. I kind of want to know what this guy is up to, so maybe I go after him.
Yeah. You go downstairs and you reach him before he leaves the casino. Not a problem. And he is just as you approach him, he's like, oh, finally I'm meeting somebody. I've been wandering around this casino for I don't know how long. Like I remember when it was a I don't know. When I entered it was still in working order. There were people here, and now it's been empty, and it feels like it's been empty for decades. But I have memories that it wasn't always, and that when I came here, it was, I don't know. What year do we have? 26? Oh no, I came here a month ago and it was still going. I don't know what's happening. I think I'm going crazy.
Who are you?
Oh, sorry, I'm Elijah. Who are you?
Alecto. Nice to meet you, I suppose. I don't know. You seem distraught.
Yeah, I am. You seem I mean, everybody is so eerily calm around all this madness. So I shouldn't be surprised.
It sounds very strange what you're telling me. I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest.
Imagine that from my perspective. Everything is changing all the time. Reality's shifting and everybody acts like it's totally normal.
Well, I just arrived here a few minutes ago, basically. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but why don't you come back inside and maybe we can figure it out together?
Yeah, maybe. It's better than just wandering around between these 5 casinos here. And as you I take from what you just said that you caught with him outside of the casino, and there you see 4 towers, basically, 4 different casinos. And like one of them is a big glass pyramid. One of them looks like a modern art stone brutalist fever dream. And one of them is looks like a the kind of casino you would find in Walt Disney World, and the 4th one is just a sleazy old school casino that looks like it landed here straight from the 70s. And in the middle between all those 4 casinos is the one that you arrived in, the one that is Sam's headquarters. So you lead him back in. You lead him to the office floor, I imagine, where he meets the crew. And he looks at all of you and like, oh, what did I wander in here? And particularly Mr. Geyer looks at him and is like, oh, you don't seem like you belong. And he's like, no, I don't.
Sam is just going to be intrigued by this person's energy and also like hearing that they were not from there. So she's just gonna open her arms very wide and say, "Come here, child." Just trying to like charm this person in all her glory. So yeah, just like trying to give off this kind of like motherly, nurturing energy, but it's just like so exuberant.
Yeah.
You might be scared by that.
I think Virtus is going to be looking, out the side of his eyes at you doing this, not saying anything, right? But just being wary. Yeah.
So I would like to finish today's session with Sam playing a move, if that's okay. And I have 2 that I think we could do. Either it could be Call Me Master, if that is like something you're interested in, like just trying out your basic playbook move, or you could also always at any point just grasp keys if you hope for him to just tell you something that you didn't know. But I think the way you set it up, Call Me Master, would be a perfect fit. But it's your choice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Call Me Master.
Okay, so the way that works is you don't have any darkness tokens yet, but as I said last time, the session that we didn't record, you can. It's your choice when you feel like you triggered one of the triggers, and like this, feel others are beneath me. It could be something that you can do like all the time. You just ask somebody to worship you, and basically that could also be a trigger that you can claim tokens for, and you claim between 2 and 4 if you want. And once you've done that, you can use them to boost your roll. But keep in mind that an 11 plus is usually means that you're overdoing it. There's usually a drawback with being too good or coming on too strong. So I guess the first question is, do you want to claim darkness tokens for example, feel others are beneath me or ask someone to worship me?
So I feel like if I want to do the move Call Me Master, it will pretty much try to set up the conditions for this weakling to worship me. So I don't know in terms of darkness tokens if it makes sense to ask someone to worship me right now.
I mean, I thought you just did that when you opened your arms and were like, come to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that makes sense.
So then you can decide how much you leaned into your darkness when you did that. Further leaning is more tokens, somewhere between 2 and 4. Your choice.
I can just choose whatever between 2 and 4.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say 3 then.
Okay, sure. Okay, then you can put in here where there's a 0. You can put in 3. And now you have 3 darkness tokens, and now you can do the Call Me Master move. No one can resist the call of your dark heart, not for long anyway. When you declare how you mesmerize onlooking NPCs with your fated power, you did this spreading your arm and come to me thing. Now you decide how many darkness tokens you spend. If you want to spend, you don't have to. You can also keep all 3 of them, and then you roll 2d6 plus whatever you spend in darkness tokens.
I think I'm going to spend 1 darkness token.
Okay, so that's 2d6 plus 1 then. We do have a dice roller, but you're welcome to use your physical dice if you want. I don't mind.
I'll use the dice roller.
Okay, just put it in the chat again. Here it is.
So, if I remember, I have to choose D6.
Yeah, click the D6 button twice, and then on the bottom right, you can put the plus 1 in.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. Okay, so let me first tell you what happens on a 7, then you can decide if you want to spend a bond. On a 7 minus, the song of your dark heart awakens a slumbering horror. The keeper will tell you what dark and terrifying entity answers your call. Would you like to keep that, or would you like to spend a bond and bump it up to an 8 to 10?
I don't have a lot of bonds. I guess I have 2 bonds with Rhydian, but I don't know. So if I spend a bond, what the consequences would be.
The consequence is, for one, that you can adjust your dice roll by 1 in either direction. Like, you could take it down for 6 if you wanted that for any reason, but that doesn't make any sense. More importantly, you can put it up to an 8, and then you have a perfect hit. And the other effect of that is that then you owe us, as the table, a little explanation on why pulling on your relationship to Rhydian helps you, in this case, I guess get a bit more precision into how you use your splendor, how your history and your relationship to Rhydian make sure that guy will now become your follower rather than some slumbering horror coming from the depth of your soul.
All right. Yeah, I think I will spend 1 bond, so I'm going to reduce to 1.
Exactly.
And so I have to choose 2 effects. Now, so if I understand correctly, on an 8 to 10, I have claimed new worshippers, and so I have to choose between.
So Elijah has now become your first worshipper of your new cult. And you can choose between the two of the 3 things. Either he will fulfill a single command exactly as you wish, or he will grant you a new power that you get to describe, or he will create a place of worship and power in your name.
All right. So I think I will want Elijah to create a place of worship and power in my name, which for me would make sense if I want them to kind of rehabilitate the casino, the place, to make it a little better. Second thing, fulfill a single command exactly as I wish.
Mm-hmm. You can also keep that for later.
Yeah, I think I will keep that one for later.
I will just tell you that I will probably forget that you did that. So it's on you to keep track of that stuff.
Yeah, I just a heads up, next week I will not be there for the session, so that's also
Mhm.
why I'm trying to think if I can use something now at the end of this session.
Yeah. I'm also not entirely sure if I can make next week. But maybe we can talk about that off the record.
Okay.
And we'll just table that for now. You just write it down somewhere, maybe in your notes section down there. And whenever you have a command for him, just tell me. And then I would close out the session today with impulses and end of session questions. So let's start with Virtuous. You did destroy something precious and beautiful. I saw it. So
I did, and I'll act on that next time as well.
You'll take your XP or ruin.
Or ruin. I'll take. Did I express my monstrous nature or humanity? No. Did I
No.
learn something significant about myself? No. Did I learn something significant about a fellow monster? Not really. Just in terms of sort of meeting Sam again and seeing that they ended up in a similar position to what Virtus did.
I would say that is significant, isn't it?
Okay.
And you did not find a key or mark a thing, so
No.
you need to mark one ruin.
Every week.
And then let's go to Rhydian. Did you act in a way that contradicts what you know of your past self?
I don't think I had a chance.
Yeah, you didn't act really.
Apart from saying that what's it called? Oh, I guess I didn't unmark these. I guess I mean, the one thing is that I was doing the whole, self-destructive behavior that I didn't further, but I don't know if that's really, nah. Let's leave it.
I would be okay if you say that the thing that you learned about your past and your past relationship with Gwyn counts.
Yeah, but you mean in the sense of that I learned that everything that I had thought was a thing was actually different. Yeah, but I guess that's I
didn't really
think that would
act on it per se, but I think it was quite the.
No, but I'm gonna say no because that is.
Okay.
Did you learn something significant about yourself?
Oh, good point. Yeah. Okay.
And also, I'm like at the point with this character where it's not like, oh yeah, I need to get all of the XP.
That is very true. That's very true. Yeah. Did you express your monstrous nature and or express your humanity?
I feel like this is difficult because everything I did was just flashbacks and
but
you know what I mean?
Well, but we learnt about that stuff, right? Even if it wasn't a change.
Well, then you can all mark XP for learning something significant about a fellow monster. Which I'm happy with.
Did you express
I guess I'm going to say yes for one.
Okay.
And then learning something significant, absolutely.
Absolutely. Did you learn something significant about a fellow monster?
I don't think so, because the revelation about Teased and all of that was the last time. Not Teased, about Virtues was last time.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I wasn't really interacting with anyone because I was just narcissistically all over in my own head. So no.
Okay, but you did uncover a key.
Oh yes.
You were the only character who did that this week.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just going to mark 2 XP, and that is it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then Sam, you did bless the week with the immeasurable glory of your presence, I would say. So you can either mark a ruin or an XP. Your choice.
Where am I supposed to mark it?
In this white square right next to it, like in starting in Q8.
Right.
Or Q9, I guess. And then we go to the end of session questions. Did you express your monstrous nature and or express your humanity?
I think I did express my monstrous nature.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What did you do to express that?
I think just answering the darkness call.
Oh,
just
absolutely.
Trying to gain more worshippers.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Did you learn something significant about yourself and or your pending ruin?
I mean, since it worked, and I do have a new worshipper now, and the person of Elijah, I think what
Mhm.
I'm learning about myself is I still got it.
Yeah. Okay, good. So that's another XP. Did you learn something significant about a fellow monster?
I don't think I really paid attention
Fair enough.
to my fellow monsters,
Okay.
so I am not gonna take that one.
Okay, so that's 3 XP in total. And since you did not uncover a key or unlock Doom's door, that's also 1 ruin for you.
Okay.
And lastly, Elector.
Yes.
Did you hurt the innocent in your quest for vengeance?
Not really.
Okay. Did you express your monstrous nature and or express your humanity?
Well, I was wondering if me taking an interest in that guy and bringing him up, if that already counts as
Absolutely.
expressing humanity,
Yeah,
right?
klar. Of
So
course.
I'm checking that one.
It's also not like you had a million chances today, so we'll
True.
take what we can get. Did you learn something significant about yourself and or your impending ruin?
I mean, apart from that, I mean the backstory, I don't know if that counts because I'm supposed to already have known that, right? So I don't think there was like a big revelation. So no, I would say.
I would be open to that. Like I'm not entirely sure if the questions are directed at the player or the character. I
Oh, I
guess you can
see. So you can
answer
basically.
them. What?
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Now, because I didn't follow now 100%, but wasn't one of the things like one example of learning something new about another monster was like just spending bonds?
Yeah.
Wait, shit, sorry, the question even about this now? I'm just questioning myself all over
No, we weren't there yet.
Sorry, okay, I'm gonna shut up.
It was about yourself and or your impending ruin. Like I'm fine with you marking that.
All right.
And
And then did you learn
yeah.
something significant about a fellow monster? I mean, I would agree with Rhydian on that one and say that yes,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
that does count as learning something new.
Mm-hmm.
Significant, I mean. I did not uncover a key.
Yeah. And just to reiterate that, because I think I haven't said it in a few sessions, these questions are directed to you by the game. You don't need my permission to mark them, right?
Okay.
So.
Oh, and that gives me actually a full XP thingamajig. So
nice. So you can have that
nice.
advance. Cool.
I'll think about that until the next.
Yes. I wasn't assuming that you had one right now. I'll just stop the recording and then we can do. I'll just stop the recording. Full stop. Bye bye.